In a quiet courtroom, a man stood at the end of his journey. Once a thief, now sentenced for a grave mistake that had taken a life. His final moments approached. When the judge asked if he had a last wish, the man said softly, "I would like to see my mother." The court fell silent. There was something deeply human in that request, a child, in his last hour, asking for his mother. The judge agreed, and soon she stood before him, eyes full of sorrow, hands trembling. As she stepped closer, the room held its breath. But what happened next was not a final embrace. The man whispered something only she could hear. Something that made her eyes fill not just with tears, but with the quiet weight of realization. There was no anger in his voice. Only sorrow. The judge, sensing the stillness, asked the man to explain. And he did. He spoke of childhood, of hunger, of walking to school on an empty stomach and returning home with nothing. One day, on his way back, he passed a home garden and quietly picked 2 brinjals. He brought them to his mother, expecting worry. Instead, she smiled and cooked them for lunch. In that small act, a lesson was lost. Day by day, his habit grew, a fruit here, a tool there. Neighbors noticed, complained. But his mother defended him, gently brushing it all aside. She loved him. But she didn't guide him. What began as survival grew into stealing. What began as silence became a path without correction. And now, he said, standing in a courtroom with a life behind him and none ahead. If only she had stopped me that first day. If only she had taught me then what was right. So much would be different. He wasn't blaming her. He was grieving a life that might have been. And through that grief, he shared a message for every parent, every teacher, every elder. Guide them gently, but clearly. Love them, but teach them. Correct them, not with harshness, but with care. Because the quiet choices we make, or don't make, can echo for a lifetime.